Okay. So versus I'm gonna start with Necro. So this is gonna be Urien versus Necro. Excuse me. In this match, it's kind of a difficult match for Urien because obviously Necro has a lot of long range normals. So it's one match that he's gonna have to fight up close. That he's gonna have to like. It's kind of like playing against Dalsum, kind of, because he has the advantage in terms of long range normals. But the good thing is, it's the Aegis, it really leaves him a lot of options to get a lot of damage. So you have to keep that in mind. The one big problem that Urien players will have is trying to beat out his normals. Is trying to beat out Necro's normals. Reason because if you look at it like just normally like this, you'll notice that Urien's movement, like for example his tackles, his knee drop, his normals in general, they're all used to stop like the horizontal movements. So like dashes, walk ups, things like that. And the same thing with the tackles. It's just to maintain that horizontal position. Now the problem is with Necro, he's like the counter to that, where Urien is like more for up close battles with these normals, because it's to stop them from coming in. Necro is more like long range, so it's really difficult for Urien players to get in, because Necro's long range normals, they cover that horizontal space, but they cover it much better. So as you can see, like he can stay outside this range, and can still hit him. So it's one of those big problems of getting in that Urien players will have. So you have to be mindful of the horizontal positioning and the basic movements that each character has. So obviously Urien players, they have to play the horizontal match. So it's really difficult, but in my experience, I would say that jumping in is the way to go, because Necro, he has a few anti-airs, but it's not really as damaging. They're just like simple anti-airs, but you can just parry it and you can get in for free. Now that's the big thing. Like once you get in, that's when everything becomes Urien's matchup. So in a far away game, it's Necro's, but in a close game, it's Urien's. Now we're gonna see how. I just wish there was more of a recent match. So I'm gonna find a video about this from RX. This is just to go over the basic game plan that he has. So alright, we'll just go with this then.
If you have a business,
oh God.
You have a story.
Alright, so basic combos, obviously. You do excuse me. You do short tackle, fireball, forward tackle into fierce. Or you can do another tackle if you want to. So tackle, short, and then fireball, if you're fast enough, you can do strong fireball into forward tackle and then short tackle. So crouching fears, short tackle, light, short, fireball, forward, short, short, oh shit, short, oops, and that's the basic combo that you can do in the corner, so just keep that in mind when, you know, you're playing the match. Okay, so this is like really old, so this is 6 years ago, but I'm pretty sure the game plan hasn't changed. You know, I'll have to find a couple more recent ones.
Battle. Go for it.
So obviously, like I said, Necro has the advantage, but since RX is up close now, he should have the advantage, but he just needs his meter. That's it. So now he just needs his meter again, so he wants to build it, so...
Into the heat of the battle. Go for it.
As you can see right there, that those long range normals are stopping his movement. There we go. Now that he's in, he has the match. And just like that, just like I said before, the combo that I just did, and right there, he just got up close and that's it. The match is over.
Final round.
So now, RX has 1 meter, but Sugiyama has 2, so he has to be careful. You can't give him too much. Oh, that's it. He puts him in the corner. The one big point that he messed up was right here, because he had him, but he just mistimed the crouching fierce off of the Aegis combo. So I'm gonna try to find something more recent, but like I said, you can see it right there that Necro has like the advantage in terms of the normal game. So the one good thing that RX has to counter that is just the close-up game where, you know, as soon as Urien is on top of Necro, then he has the advantage. So you can, you know, keep that in mind. Alright, well, we'll take a look at this one. This one's different. Damn it. I definitely do need the ad block. I apologize for that. that's another thing too. Actually, you can not feel free to tackle all the time, but if you really want to get close and you're close to having meter, then it's okay to tackle from time to time to to get in close and to build your meter, because Necro, he doesn't really have any answers to Urien's tackle on block. So except for super, but I mean, if Necro doesn't have any super, then he can't do anything. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to get in like in the first round. So just keep a solid defense in the corner like that, and you'll see that once you push Necro back, you'll have some breathing room and you can pick your spot and get in close.
Fighting ready. Engage.
Oh, nice. That was a good escape. He used his EX Snake Fang to get out. And like I said, once he has him in the corner, tackle. Oh no. Oh, he switched supers right here. So this is to keep Urien from jumping. It's a good move. It's a good super to use, but most people prefer to use the third super against Urien. But as you can see, like I said before, it's stopping his horizontal dash-ins, his horizontal movement. So it's really tough for Urien to get in. But there's a few things that he can do. He's gonna have to make his adjustments here, and that's a good way to do it too. Dash up and low parry is a good way to do it. Keeps him in the corner with the unblockable. Tackle. Roundhouse. I knew it. Roundhouse is a perfect move to use in the corner. See right there. He did it again. You'll notice that he dashed up and he tried to down parry. Down parry right there, and he missed it. Dash up, down parry, and he missed. It's one of his ways to get in, and right there he caught him with the air fireball to get for anti-air. And as you can see, that first super stops him from jumping too, so you can't really jump too much. You have to stay grounded the majority of the time. So I mean, this match, in my opinion, it's kind of even, because like I said, the movements is just. For Urien, it's just tough to get in. But if you dash up and you bait parries the way he did just now, like dash up, low parry into crouching fears, it's really gonna help you to gain that advantage. Because if you get hit by Necro, I mean, one little one lariat combo is not gonna do too much. The most it's gonna do is just push you back. But as long as you're capable of getting in closer, that's all that matters. So it's definitely worth the risk to come in with that, to come in with the dash up and then low parry or grab or something like that. So just as long as you close in that gap, you'll be fine in terms of getting the offense. So we'll get back to it.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
As you can see, that Necro has a lot of normals to stop him from dashing. He has his down down back, I think. Down back fierce, I think it is. It's it's the diagonal fierce. So it really hurts, and it stops his dash-ins a lot. So he has that, he has low forward, and it's really tough for Urien to get in. But if you obviously if you space your normals like that, you can, get your free tackle in. That's the pressure that he needed. Puts him in the corner. Max range low roundhouse was perfect at that distance. And right here, since he has the lead, he has no reason to, to try to fight up close. So he's just gonna keep him out and force Necro to come to him. And he forced him to jump, and he caught him with the jump fierce. And right there again, you'll see that he dashed up and he did down parry again. Dash up, down parried again, and he missed it. So he went for block. See, as I said before, in the corner he has him, and he has the advantage. Now he's about to get his next meter, so he's trying to get a knockdown. And now he's just letting Necro come to him. Even though it's kind of risky, but, And there it is. So, for the breakdown, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this is gonna be a tough matchup, especially against good Necro players. But in general, what you want to do is to get up close. So, tackles from time to time to close in the gap will really help you, because you can. He has no punishments for that, especially if he's using the, well, the first super he can punish you with. So technically, if he has no meter, he can't really punish you with for tackles. So you're free to do that, unless he parries it, obviously. But there are other ways to get in. I mean, you can also use knee drops to get in, because that's one way to really close in the gap too. Because he can try to low strong you, but he runs the risk of getting a trade. So it's not really that useful. So if you want to get in close, I mean, from my point of view, you can knee drop to get in, but try to knee drop with the short instead of anything else, instead of like roundhouse or anything, unless you score a knockdown. So unless you get something like this, like that, then try not to just do it from full screen. Just do like forward knee drop, just to close in the gap right here, and then once you're in standing fierce range, that is yours. Because obviously Necro's normals, they start up too slow, so he'll be able to beat it out. And if he tries to jump right here, you're already controlling the space, since you have the lateral movement and you have the anti-air fireballs. I mean, you can also jump fierce and you can stuff him out, because a lot of Necro's jump normals, they have slow startup too, so you can really stuff him out that way. But this is the prime position in the corner. So once you get him right here, you're free to max range low roundhouse. If you get the knockdown, dash up Aegis into the corner, and then just whatever you want to do. And from there, you'll press on with your advantage, because once you get Necro in the corner, the match should be yours. By all accounts, it should be yours, because one combo and that's it. Because Necro's combos are they're really damaging. So one combo like that, it should lead to one bar, and you have the advantage again. So try to open him up with walk up grabs like that, and then space out with low forward to push him back, and then control the space again. And dash up and down parry if you have to. But if you miss it, then don't be afraid to grab. And then from there, same basic game plan. But keep in mind, it's a tough match, regardless of whatever advantage that Urien has. So just keep in mind when Necro has super, because a lot of the things that he has a lot of combos that he can do to push you back too. So you have to be careful of that. So, not to mention the fact that his back grab is really fast. You know, his grab is fast, that has long range, so just be careful of that. So just stay outside this range right here, and you know, this match should be yours. Now another thing in terms of normals to use, you notice that RX, he didn't really press that many buttons when he was like this far away. I mean, most of the time he got his damage off of like just one crouching parry or one combo. And you know, it's a good way to start the match. So try not to stick out too many normals from far away. The most you'll want to do is just, you know, jump roundhouse like this, because if Necro tries to press anything, the jump roundhouse will beat it. So try to you know, if you want to build meter, it's okay to build meter with jump roundhouse like this, and then just dash up and then walk up like that. And if you find yourself with the opening, you can dash up and, you know, down parry, dash up grab, or just dash up. If you're proficient enough, you can dash up and low short into tackle. If you're okay, now another thing, one last thing, if you're in the corner, block. Do not try to fight your way out. Do not try to, you know, knee drop out. Only if you know they're not going to do anything. Do not try to headbutt. Do not try to, you know, do not try to do too much. Wait until you get at least this much space before you do anything. Actually, you know what? Not even that much space. You need at least this much space right here. This is perfect because you get, you know, if Necro tries to close in the gap a little bit, then, you know, you get to knee drop out. But you want to make sure that you stay as far, like, as maximum range as you can in terms of, like, you know, Necro's you know, advantage area, you know, because he can, from this distance, he can't really, you know, back strong into lariat. He can't back forward into lariat. He can't do anything like that. So this is the prime position to be if you're in the corner. So if Necro's in your face, the one thing you have to be careful about is the grab. But even then, I would recommend that you take it, just because you don't want to run the risk of catching a back fierce, because that puts you at a worse advantage. So as you'll see, because if you get caught with something like this, he can do this at least 5 times, and that's too much. That's way too much damage just for one little mistake. So like I said, just take the grab, and once you get that space, like I said, you'll see that he shouldn't be able to reach you from there. So this is about this range. Shit. From at least this range, I said. At most, he'll only get 2 on you, so it's not going to be that bad. So just keep that in mind. Aside from that, yeah, just once you get Necro into the corner, this match should be yours. So that's gonna be the Necro match. Now, if anyone, like always, if you have any questions, you can feel free to message me about it. And you know, this is in my personal experience, this is a tough matchup regardless. But luckily, Mutant XP is a good Necro player, so if I have any specific situations, like I can ask him, you know, to see what, because he plays both Urien and Necro, so it's coming from both perspectives. So it's you know, if you have any questions about the matchup, you can ask me, and you know, I'll have someone for reference. So that's the Necro match.